Adom 106.3. Akasema edu enkono na fe no so abo. Eni kasem wo ho. Asemo ede ewo ho. Meka kire ho. We anya asembo ne ya asempa. Asempa so ben he ya ho. We asempa pa. Adom nti yenya asempa. Meba be kasempa pa bi a kire ho. Ti Mabuntoyem, why?
Jim FM.
Okay, beginning with the Daily Guide this morning, lockdown now. Doctors urge Nana, COVID-19 infects 68, 3 dead, medical supplies arrive. I'm saying time na no more call press na idea or Sisiamino Casadia. Nipano 68 na traho he oshe weldo meter so the 93 nipa 4 efrim but medical supplies na bia ba bedru parliament say dwuma 4 ho no bia nkofie onyentem nka ho bia nyen ntem na nko ECC new register date no ma postpone I mean advert na mo bo no I wa asma na mka cho no mo boss advert we wa wonim say wontimi so nye By one was Sembaku, Mibusa Minobia Mammy answer. Say, a Kobani say, Bedrube July, August. That's a Koronkoi. And still as a social distancing bar. Yabatwani Bende. Near Twashada. Okay. Simple cry. Say Twashada. Ghana bay here 15 billion Ghana cedis. Bosumi ba ko se pese ye lockdown 1 month. Abayende be here 15 billion Ghana cedis. We'll find some aspects and economics to understand these things better to explain much more for us. Ayahu, that's on the front page of the Chronicle this morning. Pressure mounts on government to declare total lockdown. Hotel business down on ground zero. Trot to reduce passenger number per row. And then no food in parliament as MPs pray for God's mercy. This is no patches. I dare not Ayahu. Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Justice Yankson, who's the General Secretary, say Abayana Honyaha na. Lockdown, no, on lockdown. Lockdown, no, any lockdown. Then EC suspends registration. That's on the front page of the No Crusading Guide. The Ghanaian Times this morning, Jackma's test kits, PPEs arrive. Government takes delivery of 20,000 test kits, 1,000 PPEs, and 100,000 masks. Sisi no Kasadia. Papa na friend Jackman on the intentum pa koye test kit ne bi said be ya wa test ya na we hunu sa de na ehwe ho ana sen show ho aban na kra 20,000 e de abedru Ghana mo PP so tazi and eno de mebo nsem no ba ko sei aban ye no fa ba ko meka ho na mask no so ye jan nti say wo enclosed place area so wo shedem mu ba bi ni ade te say other president share na no ma ne mema omudwum ne ade no na omodo so kakra ho no ona obetimi ahye ne no aboa wona mabonten se kwan ho se ne ade de eno ncheda hia na afia doctor for ne nurse for na behwe yen won a yare nye coronavirus I mean any other yare be na se doctor hwe otimi kata ne hwene na no ne ade na wan for ha bia mesue no eno so 100,000 eno so ncheda ndo so saba ende mebotu say the Kranka Daily Statement this morning impending voters registration on hold. EC to come out with new dates. The EC the Wayano and a parliament to say visitors be a mobia maho, be ambassador be a ho. May medical catch road that audio may me. How be I will be and just call my number. Me ma kwan me. All right. Dr. Baomiasi na ye kambo mo said the TBA no. Oh, abrante COVID. Obe conform. Daily dispatch so the abeto animal say EC. to adina sheda coronavirus Venezuela suspends rent payments, protect wages, any lesson for Ghana. Venezuela o ma ka cho say there ubi a wode dan ka utua no mentua biom ya suspend the payments, rent payment nti intua dan ka ho until say aban be lift sa ban no na fe said the tibia we adwuma wa kwa adwuma no so kra wa ka trend protected na people ne bisa say any lessons for Ghana. Lesson here ni ha ebe for hosesi ni cash no. The Christian Watch coronavirus brouhaha GPCC NACCC response to government. China turned to God, they rushed for Bibles, they rejected. Adam who said we na fe we say China for munya hu we what di America on say no more from Bible. China for shall say from Bible. Say prophet to be can some about 2 years back. Say it drew on us China TSC na watam Bible ya na no beba form. All right. And then Ugandans enjoy free rent. Uganda they say they almost say rent no cry there or decline free. But decline free and they're done no. The Daily Searchlight front page comments editorial coronavirus reporting media should stop reporting deaths unless officially confirmed. That's a media no bianca death yeah. Death one be catch any can. GJ president no yes we info ni so mo dia ta ho. Dr. Boku Prempe Napo say take precautionary protocols seriously and on a die anymore. And then finally with the daily graphic they be a graphic they mean be trying to present because they do we are nam papa de chema there koda ketwa time graphic moment bi ankan na wabome tafi me na baby ameduru bia na ade bia mesum bia na me kan that time na many abre I thought say na wo ha me I say we who grant me to suit am this month because let me feel so wo ha me. But minye ye na mi hu say na enye how. My weapon has been my ability to read. Wabwa me pa. Mama da kiss mama why? Wabwa me pa. Amami hu graphic bi aso na ma yesoba. The name mighty contract COVID-19. Prince Charles said no I tested positive but there's no here. Or tested positive and say Munkwashe Queen Abirwano, Uncle Queen so Queen so and we and Idris Elba on Ukraine the other two mana on the Yelena D in Abeka Kanwana any probably who call Hollywood Tom Hanks ne Prince Albert of Monaco and Prince Charles nominate big names around the globe are tested positive. But any customer want to say almost want tested positive though, but one more system no very active say to me fight COVID-19 the home system no why because according to CNN one more reporter now war Queen Fee hono to send Kayan Sweden Central for Kushwa Flagstaff House no so or exercise 15 minutes every day 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening, and I feel woman of hot water with vitamin C into Bebuano, and I feel voter registration suspended, and so at that. And then Mr. Kwekwajiman Menu, the Minister of Health, confirming with Mr. Zhu Jing, Deputy Chief of Missions and political Counselor of the Chinese Embassy in Ghana at the Kodaka International Airport. Mrao Mode Nema Hodwa Free China Ebabe Boyeno. The by Kahon. And so I mentioned you Boyeno. I had an idea. But so that's it for now. And ban on used clothing to be strictly enforced. Professor Dodu. In here, Fusuna, yeah. Whatever it is, in Yashe. Say a banny, But Professor Dodu say, Embrano Yabani Dada. wo hoda dada until that fedi be yir mu dan kran so prof why yir mu dan kran still afo so yaba me you habo ho ansa na bra ko Robert Swaye hai na fosi ni yi tende na ban no anti corona ma drosso supporter ni Brazil nyina no prof ye de bawo so nwu ye de ba bon ye de ba prof so checking ye ya hoda dada enti no dia edano no akasema enkono na afei non so abo bo modiana ka Jim FM but the catch you na say hwo ho so yi so what I say hwo ho so yi de bia me catch me say unni hwe ye wukruma ema wa wo hwo ho na ade na wo beye no ehun hia pa bebre pa dia there is no need so be babontin ehun hia so be babontin intimate but more than show ho so yi my it's very important and number 1 number 2 wo show ho so yi no hye so say ensa hohoro na say eya normal on koso hohoro wonsa wo fia na wo hohoro udu abonten a hohoro yensa ho no ye clean pe we I was a ultra. Tifan say, yes, don't touch your face, but me chow didn't me person me touch me face. And you one come and touch it. And Tifan say, once I told her, you know me as men found some can when me. Oh, when I said, when you can be said me, now I said, don't say now, what you teach to your body. I say, fufu for ya. I say, ya nekika, we had to try you na tempt na fe why you don't have face, so binya, sanitizer be a see my bullet to send soon. Na wo de no e de afa wonsa ho asa wo di dware no na bibia aye kama na afei eno so etimi e de amawo e wo ho eno achi no wo duru ba bia hand sanitizer no bi wo ho a wo de odi bi ye wonsa ba 2 minutes ago kura ko hye bia safa ye wonsa na afei ye wonne ma bi wo ho a wo didi a ebeboa papa bi de I mean person my friend duro it is nsuo bi bra me aka chen so onkoye ni bebre onkoye ni bebre ya pa ne niam betuma ma immune system no timi akosoro penifo egukuru mani na no na se na omo no ne ade obeya ba e betumi ahwe no ho nsam nyina ti Mr. Wabo modi ya se behwe ho suye na nomade a emotion kakrakra ma me kwa amano so na femini Dr. Titus okay Dr. Titus Bayu Honorary Deputy General Secretary Magana Medical Association. Doc, good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho na say
Nyame Adom 106.
Oh, about the other Roma. Samomo wo hode ya na ye ho ye o.
Nyame de fe nyina.
Me Ghana doctors and nurses ni dipa.
Nyame Adaroma.
Menim de mutimi ye ti momo wo hon ko ade a. Asa me yare kra mi nsuro bi sa no.
Nyame wo ho.
But so far all health professionals ina no bia ho ye.
Nyame Adom ye nyina ye ho ye. Ebinim aye exposed kakra and have to undergo isolation, but
okay. But from Amanda was na lockdown no as I say you the TBM say failure mo sudua say aban emma yen lock it down. But what bet me actually we kakra mai
and say mincha etfo na mincha Ghana for nyina yen ka say a percent ko fombo but a deep idea asem de dey wo also jitu and now can say there was a chair na and you say the yare ni corner anya ra your community ni mo awie we just have to either to take that action now and now it's very agro and take it later with a lot of regret. And he said, yeah, say, then. It doesn't to be no. I was a lockdown. The question is, the between a lockdown and where Lipa Bear 1,000, now 500, and now and now the lockdown is here, near solve the problem. Who share about this? Say 2 years. The bomb and Penia Bass, why are they? Now, so get 2 bear a month ago. Now you do a gun hard. Yes, because of international protocols, because of other things, we're taking the situation. And Omampeni had to take that bold decision at some point in time. Now, a beer the kind of realm. Ocean Kofa or your mandatory quarantine yard, I'm bombarding. Why, yes, I can't be now, Omaru community. And can you count no, and can you kind of see, no, maybe I can 5, 10, 20 something. Not because they are not there, but because you are not diagnosing them. Almost a community. And eventually, at the back, you did there 2 days before, 3 days before, 1 week before closure, and Kofobi almost 30 away. Yen and count. Yen not talk down the brush. Yes, casting your taking for free now. That's to let you know. Continue. The second thing is, I did a if you are for one course. You need a doctor for your hospital. You need a walk, you need your walk. You need doctor specialist on making action for in the critical stage. You need to say you might do all with huge numbers. Your system no anything copy. Maybe you see, so that is on your body. Obesal to now, Obiasu then say, Nimpo the Mecca so soon about the mission. And thanks for my neighbors, so the man on the Ashim. Yahunia, Italy health system near them and your pet. Yahunia, Spain this year. Spain near them and your pet. Into Yankan, then do me fan. Africa has Yahoo and crew, Yahoo giving states of federal government among Korea, a big crowd, almost declare some form of lockdown. Yes, your man, Penny said, what bombarding on taking this final step means in control them.
A bit also, Janice, we may need far more than 15 billion Ghana cedis if we are to go for a 28-day lockdown. And then as a country, I mean, getting 15 billion, it's not an easy thing for us.
Well, I'm not an economist. Because in finance, what I know is as a doctor, I'm telling you what I anticipate. Near what I say 15 billion, say I hear, say we will do it. Now, when we do it, by that time, the lives we have lost, can we get them back? No. Yes. And we will eventually do it at a catastrophic state we cannot control. And nothing the say, I could do it here, take that decision. Secondly, the details of the lockdown can be worked out. That will minimize the 15 billion that we are mentioning. I don't know how it was arrived at. But if you allow people to move only within their locality, the community, convenience shops can open within the community. But congestion in the city centers is taken away, decongested. We minimize public transport between cities. Close down all non-essential services so that people are not going to work when it's not necessary. And they are within their communities. It's a form of lockdown. In case of no, the Kinker seller can still sell in her community. But that movement that gets us congested in the city centers must stop. Now you're finding a way out. We can find local solutions. Krobiso, China, SOP, you see MPA for talk, even carrot, ọmọ mo de bebro uko baby a ọmọ yẹ ọmọ lockdown no betumi akọ supermarket but we tumi kọ normal adwuma yes there can be said okay importem wa woton kenke wa woton bayre wa woton se obetumi aton apart from that obi a nko baby a e betumi aka se edwem obi a woton aduane obetumi aton mpaboa ntade nyema eho nyia sesia no masa nkofo no nko and enforce it will decongest the market immediately. It's a minimum formulations of my year, calculations of my year, and way what has been done. But at some point, we'll take it. The question is when. When we have 1,000 patients that a hospital cannot contain, what the doctor decided, when the end of the money move. I don't think we want to get there.
Dr. Anopema Mendawasi, BBS HMS Afrel.
So, Miss Midamasa.
Dr. Titles, Bayu, Deputy General Secretary, Ghana Medical Association. In 79 na dahono, sir, Biedruno de Yanyere Yahuana Fay, Yanka, and Yuna Hona Fay, say Yabeko lockdown, na yetimi ako lockdown. Yebenya when we tia see na fe no babe mama but Ghana will need about 15 billion for a 28-day lockdown away from the Institute for Liberty Policy Innovation. And according to the policy think tank, as a small and medium scale, Maminko Ahomano Sunafe, Bene Senior Hosi, CEO Magana Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors, and Dwaso. Mr. Hosi, good morning.
Good morning, Captain.
Nyamina Domo, I was say.
My body meter, to be a dodgy corona.
Na nsa wo corona ndu ya do kura na wa dodge
ya lejo yezo ya da yenda
ade deno
o jo kola na jo ma me no papa na o ji corona wa se ka won kwa de anga tanya asem
anganya hwe Ankanya hwe kura
ya bompa ya mi Adom
nyame oho
na so sa nyame wo nyame ya some way nyame Adom wa man adwen ya what they drink asemba e may be bree in more than 2 months and what they is ya nyame no ya and what they money here over time.
Okay,
you are saying comfort also and enya am going to work.
All right then. Menyanete say monso waka say lockdown no ehia pass yenye. Any other reason why more requested for a lockdown?
I think so, there no very simple matter. Ocean virus na attack wa utumi survive ya onya immunity. Say don't share critical condition more. Or their hospital, I want your man, or their wow. And if you cry and go still at that you Ghana, you hospital, your man, 8 years, ye need be. Yeah, what you want to end so doctors no more protective with mask, need gloves and grab for AI, and send a ventilator, and send a bed. Abra baby come where you want man go for him crown on the crown on the hospital fam. Now we swear. Should they see New York? Should they see Italy? Should they see Spain? Inti adi 2 things, you either stop it or you face it. Do we have the capacity to face it? We don't have the capacity to face it. Unless, of course, I was there, you can say, Ghana and Embo, the original, also Obiwuno, it's another option. But if you want to really stop it, yeah, and what you can't create a situation. yeah constant physical interaction. She wo studio na gaza ma say ya partition baby. Let's say surfaces baby uncomfortable almost aka. Adi wo do saka plastic and as baby ya plastic and say rubber bia it will for up to 72 hours. Do away be over 12 hours. How careful can you be? And would I stop or no? Obediently, be 3 weeks so. Within that period, no, and confirm or more, no. ABP, need to make you move for OBA. Now, Festena, ya be fair. Nazu James send koya. No, spread the spread it. Nipa bako no de buy you first. Na se baby ejina. Nkofo ka se nkofo na kaya yi nkofo enyo bia na obi tumi nye aye true. Nenso what do you choose? Ya pede nkofo 100 bewu ende. Anase say nkofo 1 million bewu ochina. And then a bit my yama sound cofono, sound your man, what they dream home. Say cofono mundi be done better. In secondary school, she na yesi or mon closey. One form of shower. Universities no. Again form of shower for this period. Now say it don't be one my abuy I water mawa. Only baby or more, no I come out. Ye ina what they be near the poor man. It mean yet. I mean, uncomfortable. No, send a back on chim. Yeah, there be or how be the womb. Next, or how we know. Here saying or how now about what you need. To say you better lock down. You better lock down. Be Accra, Kema, Kumasi. It be a major cities, no. They can earn her. Next, I didn't able Google now anything.
Lockdown no bus say
in fact me back I saw any na you say you kono you bet me ada na on so a shete na nkofo so koda ho na one my young fan hwe won say I saw your ho na odo until time I saw any mosque na you show love be
so lockdown so say no if you look at our economy and our position in the world economic list, we are not that a strong country to be able to go for a lockdown for close to 28 or 30 days. Some are even budgeting that to cost about 15 billion.
I beg you, honestly,
yes, sir.
That analysis, I would need to look at it. I'm an economic policy analyst. It doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to me. You don't just assume the whole GDP just goes away and people have to cough it out of their pocket. And the other thing, what do you say? When do you to manner? You won't even have an economy to even run. So choose one. Ubeboka and the 100,000. As a person who Japan now, China and Nebigu. Choose one. Said the you want I there it's war. Okawa like to Ubibu. So what of our strategy and confirm on the and also and no near the no and no tell our leaders. Difficult decisions must be taken. And only so you have to choose what kind of die you want to die. Whether you want to die at 100 or want to die at 1,000,000. But they will be dying. Those are the decisions. And I think that you want to go now. We have to voice out. Because it is the next generation we are supposed to protect. What Ghana would our children grow up in if we're only worried about just ourselves and our comfort? And everybody will have to contribute to it. Government can't do it alone. Government don't do. Yeah, would you man? I would do it to your first salary and no more tell you. Yeah, baby. There's no yes in there. Or should I hear the business cry? Say, Kofuni, where? Did you have a number I am out? Mamun coach me free, Tiamo. No Munya says can I find some color for that period. In Kofono Munya Jumano, critical shelters mom question ho na no aban betima boa e say ejuma for ehwe was the workers and also your contribution sa cost no e best spread all over any who boom sa na so se bibia wo de aban kwan ya na ye na ye na boma mo se ade no mo do ankasa mo be du pa na so e won se mo ye du sa se ye ni e na na se yesue bi Andra they are 37 almost brand mask ni gloves you come on 45,000 pieces of gloves and mask say obi also ekoye bi wo ho a nko ye na nko form the contract kesi wo kroma mudi bobo so no obi an show up no ko bo aban obi an show up no omonko bo aban aka ye nche bi anka ko fu epie na se de beboa nko fon de obi a ya se se ade want to be to play enko abrochire akwavia won kola ne ohu e hoso enko yi nti ye na etina Ghana no ye be ye ni yi ya drop
o de o ye na ye drop bi antimi nko ba bia
o de bre and no ade good about this it's just here no be an dream the hospitals one ma ya what they should be ya the policy di hu zena be kana ochina so tomorrow ochina be ebe unia oba na be kwa share ho say hospital one ma what they 100 million now what come contract 400 million anka sa hospital be ma ni 3 say say obetina adwin won se kwase asempa na wedi now you say ukoto kom say what here wonya awode a wa odi be scanner we wia sisi obi adwin adi awode ma obi adwin oman we ye hwe ho sen bibia adani NDC MPP common sense nyansa mpo adani NDC MPP sa kwase asem no awode da wo krom ha ye wode di Ghana de tu yenyim utumi nam efa kwa ho ehu se nkofo ebre na so still now ko sisi omo e say wo ne wo nkola obetumi akọ abrochi akọhwe mo ho and the politicians na civil servants for you na ye business for you na ye na ye kan ho no ye green say ankoye e wa 37 ankoye e wa friends kolebu ankoye e wa regional ho ayama obo be bia ba ye obekwa so oba ko si hospital ofia ko si
but say your NDC MPP 7 ye Ghana for ya wo ka ho ne ye
say na ka we say ya nam kwa hwa ya man kwofon fans na ye yebu jegum say ya so ye be hu nyansa won say asema be udwen say kwofon na mu ye tuobo no omode man kwofon fans on na abo no and then say omo hospital na ventilator na ba ko na on abo ba one advice ya be man ventilator you
be ma honorable
next time it you say fans now woman kwasia fans what do say who be honorable obi a businessman say had o dwu ho a who say nipa no what dey ejuma mawo who not dey share ho so you ask him questions and guide him well you now money fans wako honorable ho wako the office on only salary 19,000 utia tax 5,000 ye ni Land Cruiser Fruma another 5 every 9,000 obetua constituency 1,000 500 obetua national head office 1,000 aka 7,500 na so dey bia wo say obetua adore ma tika be no benya ma wo say obesi fi kese ewo ukrom tika be no dey kwa kosi obewi uska dia ye enu echi no wunya hospital enko sesia odwu ho a would be eko shahwa you be thinking of the person to serve you iti adie we die awode maye na ye dream we businessman na wo na ade wo na 100 na ka ye ni 200 dream 100 no umo say nkofo lives na wom nkofo hospitals na wom nurses na wom doctors na wom a drop na wom you the best friend for what is you no one bush for just here obi abedwin
no me ko ba bi na sanitizer or the G70 gun and I make a chance say on say go no bi anto se ni penye bi anto the obeba beto benya bi abeto no wenya yare bi no de brew o say
me say that nipa do brew be brew no onye hu bi da nyami be tua ne ka pe abraham kwafo e brave ono ko sto brave hwe e bu do peso bu kwafo sa nipa no onamo onso onamo no ya honorable nanso ono wenya chance na obabua nipa no hwe de oye nti za nipa no o chena obeye pay okroma onye zade na obeye
the same thing.
Thank you, me say no man that you can it's time for proper reset in kofona debi ayetna so your radio yetumi yamono we are not different from them now honorable leaders na yamono 9 days no be so moving space free space enya ya ye nua no me papa fo no me wofa yemba yem osofo na ade na wo no they reflect who we are. We have a very wicked heart, and that's why I think say prayer na anka ye what they call pacho says eradi ekromano ye dia bro bebre pa yam boni chen abonsam enye hwi abonsam be de ko ka che sa sanitizer am say ade 10 on cotton me 70 sada ka kire me abonsam ben atade be na o sha abra na o bai
sa fe na wa join me ani pa me ne kasa ne friend no senyo K Hosi mene na adwen ye pe ye Pesa gufo ka je se ono na fufuni na madwen ye pe oye CEO Magana Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors. But say fewer prices no say be call lockdown wa say ne bo no mu chem bebre o mo te so bum
Captain,
we a stakeholder can question me.
Two things. Let me explain idea no, and idea what we must do.
Explain.
No be here. One, OMCs no. Over 6 months no. Competition inti omo under prices. Omo boka. Inti time we buy no so omo hu no say time no ombeto omo kakakra. Then so your catch will be say adi uwakoton. This is the fair price. I think that most petrol what they were 4.88 maximum. Then so now almost on the 5 point something. The catch will be say pocho. Yet yes the open so to canal boy. Then so and yet time. And sana say this what they akokrano and what they far more than 5. And what they far more than 5. Nanso abro 5. It ya say wom say omo person mo tem ka say abra e bia anka what they 4.5 no more to no 4. Oh, it sometimes more balancing. So at this time you can't do that. Everybody is trying to survive. What do we are contributing? It made them a catch time and cover. Obia everything our there which me na abema abona awoda now neso aneno anya de bitu akoti bebe e say there way to reduction of bit me no eye nkofo e bia mo fa so kakra ade ofa bidisha e fa so na wo mi na be say 4 pesos 2 pesos and 4 pesos OMC dey na a bit different neso ya fi na say obia enhwe na onye de wo here anya time wo car they be and yes we book for but you can't do that
Mamenda was na se bibia sie hwe be sato safrel
na me shall
ya point be ka se be bon komo
yo captain
bon komo say you Hosi CEO Magana Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors messages maybe some of them are very fascinating, some of them are very just beautiful. Joycelyn Ajua Drowa Edin Drowa no enyen kwada din also in Europe the businessmen and women are helping government with money to help the country. Some are voting €1 million, some are voting $1 million to resolve the lockdown. So businessmen has to come out to help. If you're a businessman in Ghana, in Sonsoreno, Munyebi, Mumwa. Kumi Yabua, ow, another true Ghanaian is speaking. God bless this man. Please, what's his name? His name is Senor Hosi. Now see, there is more need of building hospitals than National Cathedral. Okay, Patricia Yim or Nadri, no. Paul Otain, or say, in fact, Captain, this is the time for government to demonstrate. Demonstrate what? Your message is not too complete. And Tete, could you Tete reply, Patricia Yim, say, Madam, give us a break. Kim Brown, God bless this senior man who is speaking now. In fact, God bless you again. Kelly Ofori, the good Lord will see us through the storm. Good morning, Ghana. Good morning to you, my dear sister. But let me quickly go onto the line and then talk to Mr. Peter Bismarck Kofi, Executive Director, my Institute of Liberty and Policy Innovations. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Mpachoneta saying.
Adom Yahuya.
Good.
Good.
Jami Adom. Yensu Yahuya pa. Pacho calculations ben a kuma who say we may need 15 billion Ghana cedis for a month's lockdown.
Right. First of all, yes, a year 2020 budget expenditure about the issue for this year, which is around 83 billion Ghana cedis. So what's striking for the 12 month average in years, Abani issue 6.97 billion Ghana cedis monthly. I think so. You have share public sector workers. Almost taxes every month, and you have share the likely say a buying so some essential services to be so. You have light, you have water. And the internet has been one of our backbone to everything we do. There's a data cost. So it's likely to be a better so. I think it's fuel. And so, yes, definitely, when there's a lockdown, we went ahead to look at the entire population of approximately 30 million. Our projection had to do with you use 6.97 billion in a month. When there's a lockdown, it's likely say Spanish boys in obviously so at the abafem. And the estimate is between 30 to 50% cut on each of these essential products and services Ghanaians may need during a lockdown. And they estimating we use twice the monthly expenditure when there is no lockdown. It is 6.97. Then if you look at because of our health system, each cost and already for $100 million, which is about 500 plus million Ghana cedis. In the estimating also account and other contingencies, we arrived at 15 billion Ghana cedis for a lockdown in Ghana.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't know whether you factored in all the health essentials we're going to need.
Exactly. That is why I mentioned already know 100 million Ghana cedis dollars. Sorry, they are towards that. And from what we understood, the $100 million, a chunk of it they call into procurement of health logistics and to ensure this coronavirus issues around the health sector, no, everything is so and then security, because there are lockdown, we have security also to be in town idea. We assume some risk allowance to be between security services, which it's 50-50. You said that's what they are not showing here because of the cost involved now in terms of the health sector. No? And the health and security, so we did an estimation for more risk allowances to be added up. So that when there's a lockdown, and the security services will also improve or beef up security in the country. Looking at our borders, the migration, the borders. Now there almost a lot of kids so all those things are affected, especially in the 500 million Ghana cedis, almost equivalent to the $100 million that is why we estimated and we got to 15 billion Ghana cedis for a 28-day lockdown. And then yes, also share Amanone because one more a well-regularized welfare system. They were able to identify people everywhere they are with their credit card now there. And it is a Canada, for example, only using $80 billion for the entire coronavirus. One can say 1 month or 2 months. And if you get that one, so meeting a fight channel. Actually, Spain, for example, just 2 days ago, almost around 446 million kits, emergency kits for coronavirus now there. And if you look at those systems are almost but in such a way say they are using that for the entire period. US is using $2 trillion. Look at the population and the economy. And the buy a Hanoma, population, our economy, our systems, and then we arrived at the 15 billion Ghana cedis for 28-day lockdown.
Okay, it's I don't know. Let me see. Some lockdown must have amounts now your best spending no. What the individuals the year calculation no.
When it's a lockdown, yeah, there should be something we call the stimulus package, which is now a household name.
Okay.
So that stimulus package, is in 2 forms. Either say capital support and I say consumption. The capital supporter, a common business firms, manufacturing, entrepreneurs, especially in the business community and the manufacturing sectors, on a capital support. SME, this large scale companies, the your capital support. Now, when it comes to consumption, I don't know, often goes to the individuals. But we in Ghana individual stimulus package a bedroom. However, it can also be done. A bed in such a way is you need system it will identify because I have young compound house out here in society sections slums. Many people are also sleeping in the market. Lorry stations not there. And you send money through the bank account, credit cards, or mobile money at the individuals. That goes into what we call the consumption. And then those in the villages, rural areas, it's difficult to target all of them to send monthly money to them because in other jurisdictions, they are giving couples singles $1,000, $1,200 as a form of part of the stimulus package when it comes to consumption. And with these 2 factors, a bank can easily support registered businesses easily with the capital support. Then the individual, when it comes to consumption,
That means Abamba supported these utilities and essential product and services. And then there could be the area of distribution of maybe food and other kind of logistics. And also by doing there. However, if municipal assemblies, are very proactive in their various districts, they can support this kind of products, food to certain homes, because when it's a lockdown, you can't go out, depending on how intensive the lockdown is. In the municipal assembly, now compound houses, some to identify houses. Even the Maslow is even working very well. LEAP is working very well. They can identify homes are destitute. They can also easily send some food now there every alcohol. And if you look at these two, Aban is able to sort of support a lot of the capital one more than the consumption. But indirectly, almost benefits if water, light, maybe internet data, and other forms of security, everything you have also about your home buying. And then the worst case scenario, food must be distributed. That's why we need a buffer stock here, warehouse now there within the regions. Individually, it's highly impossible. But businesses could benefit within that period, because I have my business. Also, you need to compensate me. That is what goes into some of these lockdowns. Many people are calling for lockdown. Are buying so IUD because of the cost involved. Even within a week or two, the cost involved, these two stimulus packages would, I think, are supporting more of the businesses, and then we benefit from the other services indirectly by the reduction of these things. And that goes into the 15 billion Ghana cedis for a month.
Okay, on the assemblies, I'm sure you're aware, say, you're on Crawford, when we are beneficiaries of LEAP. When we are beneficiaries of LEAP, you better government best supply or more eduane. Those under 18, government best supply or more eduane. Ubi onye under LEAP, but also when those people lockdown we ba eduane to be in free BA in free other part of the country. Emba Accra. How is the food distribution going to be like?
Interesting. Ghana, because of country now more informal, distribution of food, even we cut down transport, and I talk about commercial cars shouldn't work again, as what happened in China and idea. I think there should be an exception, especially produce from the farm gate to places, especially to warehouses now there. These are the buffer stock for no until you close it down. When it's a lockdown, commercial vehicles in Yejuma. But I hadn't even here agriculture ministry so plans how food from the farm gate going to talk to the Janeba. And say Janeba farm gate to centers are multiple distribution. Now on the distribution side, if LEAP, Maslock, now are able to identify these homes, houses, these are the places that they're working with all the time. So they've identified 3, 5, 10 people in these households now there. At the worst case scenario, that data NADMO is there, and NADMO also leads to almost all the districts. So if NADMO, any district assembly, are really working from the one when there are such emergencies and food distributions, it shouldn't be a problem because of LEAP. And I think so if the assemblies have been proactive over the years in terms of demography, district demography can also identify in terms of poverty or living below or above the poverty mark. Food distribution shouldn't be a problem. But the whole problem is the storage and then the identifications. Almost identifying here, they might be selling food to wrong homes. But over the years, in a district assembly, saying that money are on their toes, this shouldn't be a problem at all for Ghana because certain, we know each other because of this philosophy of Ubuntu. It's in your whole time or Ghana has it. It is so easy to identify whom are said or maybe the Abwa. But slums is also going to be another problem in Ghana where like huge slums are your one also. And also, no, there are people, but you might not know how we could, our defense for poverty here in Ankasano is not straight. However, no, emergency number, and you must provide that emergency response.
Okay.
And the food distribution can be done through NADMO, through the district assembly, through our identification for so many years, and they can do that so easily. If only, say, some kind of thing, up to date, or more data on identifying these people who are living in this city. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, then. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter Bismarck-Kofi, for your time this morning.
Right.
Bernardo Usu, National Chairman, General Transport, Petroleum and Chemical Workers Union. Ben, good morning.
Good morning, Minya Penny, Captain Smart.
Let's say.
Minya Nyame, at the young Quache, Naja, Yare, could you weigh up a Nama, Yena?
Why feeling Colano was what to say?
Oh, Minya, Obia, Huyana. Yeah, young she said, Kaka, they said that wouldn't some year nest.
Anyway, TUC say young call lockdown. What name will union or Muhuna say? Nothing.
Yedikai, Mincha, TUC Secretary General, Dr. Pa. Yeah, Doctor Ekano. Yeah, no, I drink, I point so. Lockdown, no, the TUC can say, a buying a bit near, yeah, lock it down. Say, Beya, Ejumaya Fua, your workana, no, you better protect you na, or Yaria, be, and be affect you, na, the bit me affair of Captain, you chrome hano. I would say, Yari Ibai, one would say, Bia, China, Bia, what you say, we are in a state of confusion because a year, a chrome hano. Bia, you will be no, Cheda, in Timu. You see, you have lock it down. You lock it down, the buffer stock. Yes, strategic reserve. Yeah, a Juma, yeah, essential work to say pipe, electricity, near the day. I am Bia, you bet me, Abua or mine. And now you bet me Abua, a Juma, your four, ye coffee. Yeah, dear, yeah, Kenya, and say, or mine, more, the man for whom. You know, more hospitals, more Juma hospitals, doctors, any nurses. Yes, sir. PPEs near the idea, yeah, they bomb home by which me a Jumano. Yam provided and far more. Because you come and you're the normal etiacro. You're the normal diacro. Because you say, Uber, no, be a Juma, a hospital. PPE, I was here the man, no, yam farmano. There is no even insurance package. Emma health workers. Emma, your friend is saying, my 4 year or more this critical friend is saying, sector. And yes, sir, I buying name penny for said, Omukadia, ye taxpayers. You almost was said, Omunjima or Mayno. Almost starting game beyond the box. And to say, normal, yet normal aircon. We are not in normal times.
All right,
Captain.
Mamenda was in emergency. You better have come over to
Captain
Ben.
Pacho, you know, Yenya Senyo who say, Ekasai, Nanikasa Okai, and Name the Pa, the Agency, Yajitum. The best said the bulk distribution companies, you know, Omonti Obufu also. Now, Emma OMC, you know, so any day. Ain't me my fool, I day, Emra form, not on my new day.
All right, Bernard Meda say, Justice Achievement say, my brother, think twice about your opinion, even here in Europe, everywhere in In lockdown, only supermarkets and drugstores are operating, but still people are dying. How much more Ghana? Think of it very well. My relatives are in Ghana, so I'm strongly behind the lockdown. Okay, thank you. Kwame Ketri, this scholar has an immaculate heart. Or the free Sweden and by Duchess of the Queen say, please, the ministers and MPs can sell their V8 to support the people. After that, we made an Awa Mohammed, Ghana need to check everyone and text all Ghanaians so that we know the number of people who are infected. John Kwekua Sante, Captain, good morning. Okay, wait. Okay, as me support amount, no. Hey, support amount now. You call lockdown, and then you be okay, we still have 2 men in Ghana, Captain Sman Senyo and then Kennedy Japan. A fireball, people like this will never get the chance to lead, but they are the kind of people we need to. So a lot of messages over there on Facebook. When I come back, I'll try to take a look at them. And they are all enough for you to me. I can't. Eddie Amao. I'm also saying the sports, bro. It's exactly 42 minutes after 7 on this greatest all-time radio station.